Okay, afternoon. Hope everyone's well since last lesson, or session I should say. Very quickly, I forgot to mention last week, I'm mindful about standing here in front of you all. When you're in a line, it's great because we can talk, we can have that two-way conversation. This is just obviously for the adults class. If there's anything specific or particular you want, yeah, let us know. Just stick it on the Messenger, Facebook page, whatever you want to call it, and we'll look at doing that rather than me just going harping on something that doesn't really, sort of interest you, or something you might not want to develop, or you want something else you want to look at or link into. Give us a shout, let us know, and we'll work on those. Not a problem at all. I'd rather give you something you want than just stand there like a fool and just bore you to death. Because it's a new thing. I've said this to the little ones, I haven't said it to yourselves. We've never done this before, never experienced this before, so it's not easy standing in front of a camera. I can tell you now, I don't like it whatsoever. Anyway, okay, let's back. Again, health and safety and all that, so we covered that in the last session. Please be mindful, any area trained, got to be safe, the floor's safe. When we get to the floor, if we do anything on the floor, nice and soft here, hard in your house maybe, so pillows, cushions, whatever you want to. Oh, okay, let's just work the head then. And down. To one side and the other. Circles one way and the other. Okay, so we're just going to take the left side over to the left ear, to the left top of the shoulder blade if we can, and nice and slowly into the centre. And I'm going to take it to the right side as far as we can. Some of us are going to hit both sides, some of us not. I'm one of those with a weird back, so I can't do it. And back up. Okay, so we're going to go up, down, left and right, circles one way, and then the other. Again, to the left and to the right. Okay, and final time. All the way up, all the way down, to one side, to the opposite side. Circles one way and the other way. Head down and the opposite side. Okay, just shake that head. For all those that are just looking at this website, if there's any injuries or anything with your bones and it's tight, don't do the exercise, change the exercise to something else a lot easier. I have got quite a few friends, a couple in sort of particular, who are excellent when it comes to sort of therapists and osteopaths and all that, so give us a shout and we can hopefully help them in the near future. Right, just the shoulder blades please, let's put those shoulders forward. And backwards. And forwards again, backwards. Okay, arms forward. And backwards. Okay, just going to widen those legs a little bit. Okay, let's get those arms around, alternate. That's it, alternating them all the time. A little bit of blood rush there. Okay, just the fists. Okay, fingers, let's push those fingers open. Okay, just the thumbs. And then the fingers again. Fists into the wrists, and let's turn them opposite way. People tend to forget about the little areas, we need to work them all. Hands onto the hips, and we're going to push forward, to the back, one side. Other, just bring those legs a little bit closer. Go round one way, opposite way. Shaking those legs straight. Nice and relaxed the knees, no pushing on the knees. Just rest them nice and slowly one way, other way. And nice and relaxed. Touching those toes. Back up. Shaking those legs, toes again. And back up. Okay, last lesson we did, again we're going to do exactly the same. If you need the wall to use it, that's fine. Don't put all the pressure on the wall. We're looking at that balance thing now, okay, so we need to be confident in ourselves. So we're just looking at one side, just find the balance. Once we've got it, let's keep the hands on the side if we can. Bring that knee into the opposite knee, nice straight back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And the other way, just remember, bring the knee up into the centre and you get less of a wobble. Knees together, hands down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And just shake there, just shake there. Onto your bottoms. Very quickly with this one. Again, we're just going to push those legs forward, push the toes, bring the toes back, push them forward, bring them back. Keep the toes together and push them out. So we're pushing the heels out now, just a different stretch. Bring the heels together like a penguin, pushing the toes out. Little ones like this, I think it's funny. And relax, and just wiggle those toes. Right, next exercise. Onto your backs, we're going to stretch the back a little bit. Okay, we want feet shoulder width apart, feet flat on the floor, very important. Back nice and straight, so if you want to get a blanket or anything, just, yeah, not a problem at all, or pillows. Like I said, as of last week, I'm just going to go through the full lesson. You pause and stop it, or as and when you want to. Okay, what we're looking at doing here now is stretching. So we're going to place right hand, I'll move around in a second, different position, to the left side. Left hand, right side. And what we're looking at doing is eventually, once you're happy, look at the feet now. The feet still stay flat, but we're actually extending the hips and the back, and we're stretching a little bit further. We're coming back to where the bum sat and pushing over on the shoulder blade. And each time we're looking at getting nice and far. Big stretches compared to down here. We're now up here. Back down, bum goes back where it was. Over, left, onto the right shoulder. Big stretch, big stretch. Big push, big push. And relax. Okay, so what I'll do is now I'll just do it another way so you can see. Happy? Okay, so feet flat on the floor, bum on the floor, nice and comfortable, pretty close to your feet really. Say about 3 or 4 inches away from them. And all it is right hand, bum stays flat on the floor to begin with, and we're just doing the right to the left side and the left to the right side. So just making sure, 1, there's no abnormalities on the floor, and it's safe for you to do so. And 2, really, your back, we know it's okay and safe. We're just going to raise the bum off the floor now, we're keeping the feet flat. Raise the bum, a little bit, put the bum back. Opposite side. Last one, we look nice and far. We really want to stretch all the side obliques, your shoulder blades, and your rhomboids, all of those up there. Big stretch. Okay, and come back. Alright, what we're going to do that is 2 or 3 times every other day, if we can. Big stretches on the back. And up we go. Okay, quick shake and bound. Alright, straight into this now. Left leg in front, fists up. From here, punch, punch, final cross. Okay, so jab, jab, lay into it. So from here, 1, 2, 3. We mentioned this last Tuesday it was, I just want to start you to use your hips a little bit more. So, a little jab, we got the jab. We don't commit too much on that one, and then we've got that big twist. Really dig into it. So, your jab and cross, as your boxers would do, or us when we fight fast, yeah, here, bang. Take that away, we're just going to go jab, jab, twist. So we're just looking at twisting the hip, pushing that hip in, so we get a couple of inches more. If we punch, we'll land here, that's the length of our arm. Once we lean and twist with the hips, huge difference. It's talking about 4 to 5 inches more. From here, big and strong. When we're going in strong, we're not hitting the head. We're looking at coming down, especially when we start twisting and putting the hip into it. You want to come down. Solar plexus, around this area. Okay? So again, fists up. 1, 2, 3. Again, if we're wearing those jackets, you're listening for that snap of the jacket. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Couple more in your own time. Swap over. Right leg in front, jab, jab, same again. All right, twist if you need to. Some will be quite happy putting the feet flat on the floor. So keeping that foot flat on the floor. Others, that's where the twist is going to come in. That's where the twist comes in. It's twisted. Once it twists, it gives you that extra length. It also gives you that power as well. Okay? So again, in your own time, you're going to do those. I want to give you the techniques so we can practice them, you can practice them elsewhere, rather than just asking you to do itch, 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 itch. If we're not in a classroom environment, it's boring. Okay, so at home, you just practice those. So we're looking at jab, jab, and then into your punch. A little bit lowering up power. Okay, legs. We covered this last week, when, remember, or Tuesday, sorry, where we just take that little tilt. We don't want to go into that huge drop down with the knee to come up with this leg. We don't need that at all. It's just a drop. That leg, as we said, as soon as we go off the centre of balance here, that's it, it's gone. It only needs an inch, inch and a half, and we're looking at this leg to come up. So nice and relaxed from here. What I'm looking at now is your back kick, or your normal Magari kicks, and then front. 1, 2. We mentioned it again on Tuesday. Let's get these legs together. So we're looking at good strong kick. As soon as that leg goes down, there, you bend the knee. That's all you're doing, you're bending that knee. Down, hits the floor, it bends. As it bends, this one comes straight up. Okay, so again, something else we're going to look at. Swapping legs from here, back, straight. So look at these big kicks. Once we're off balance, you've lost this leg. So big and strong, centre. Here, kick, kick, straight down, plonk. Okay, so again, back leg, tight, kick. As soon as it hits the floor, bend that knee slightly. And it comes up, it just comes up, ready to do its business. Straight back down, okay? So, I've noticed I say a lot of okays, so I'm trying to stop it, never mind. So again, look at jab, jab, here, happy with that, jab, jab, here, great, back legs from there, back leg first, front leg, back leg first, front leg, right, good, good, right, basic blocks, again we looked at this, so again with me, feet shoulders apart, I'll face away to begin with. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so get down there, okay? So if you think about it, last time we did the 7 and 8, we're giving these lines, Same again, okay, if we're going there, down, down, because we're going to start kicking now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once this 8's done, let's come back up, straight into the kick. Straight into the kick, back down. Once you've done the kicks from there, again, let's keep his hands in the centre, just for technical stuff. If you're out there and you're doing any sort of block and a kick, you're not going to keep them there because they're of no use whatsoever. Okay? So again, so left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. As soon as you're coming up, straight back up. Kick, kick. So you're coming into the centre again. It's where the power and the force are coming. Like we described before, if we're kicking over here, we should be facing that way. Okay? Shake your legs. So what my intention is, whilst I'm with you, is the Tuesdays will be something completely different, and the Fridays we'll just prep and have a little bit of time, because you know yourself, we used to do a fitness night. Can't really do that now. So we'll just work up a little bit and just go into the technical stuff with those. All right. Okay, someone's attacking us from the front. We've got all these flash, weird and wonderful techniques. your basics. That's all I can say to you now, is your basics. Remember what we spoke about last week? You are defending yourself, and it's you that makes that decision as to how much force you use, and as long as you can justify it, yeah, and it's minimal force all the time. If it's a one punch and it works, let's leave them be. If it's one punch, it doesn't work, and we have to punch again, that's fine, yeah? As long as we justify our moves, our force and our actions. Big thing, big thing. Right, we tend to worry about the top half of the body. All we're going to look at now is the legs. If we take these from here, yeah, we're just going to drop. Opposites of rugby players, their whole momentum is here, obviously, isn't it? Unless they're kicking, so the ball's up here, so we take the top half, and yep, that's fine. Great, no problems at all, just let the legs run. What we're looking at doing here now is we're looking at the kneecaps. Now again, you are not going to practice this on your partners, your friends, etc. When you come back into the dojo, we're going to start using the bigger pads for these. Yeah, we're just looking at just moving the knee. Too often when we worry about this individual in front of us that's giving us the threats and the verbal communication, and they're challenging, very challenging. So whilst we're here in front, we've got all this boom, 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 yeah, and they're stood there. Yeah, if you feel it fear, as soon as we start doing this, they can react to that. Okay, so once we're doing this, let's get those hands up, straight into the knee, straight into the knee. Yeah, what that will do, if it doesn't crack the knee, it'll push them back and offset. Right? If you swipe and kick that knee, or swipe and kick the full shin, then that will take them off and they'll lose their balance. Yeah, I have seen a few people kick there from the side of your foot, and they'll just literally go up into the air and landed flat down on the face. Again, justifiable. If they're there threatening you, let's use it. So good swipes. When we do the swipe here, if we toe punch them, there's a good chance there that we're going to miss, and we're going into the fight zone. So let's get that foot onto the side, strike. If we choose to, bring the knee up and crack it in there. Again with that, that's one move, that's two moves. It's two moves. They only need to see one move and they'll strike. So from here, I'm quite happy as it is. Straight in, straight in. Because your hands are up here, whilst you're moving your hands to protect, they're not looking at the foot majority of the time, not all the time, majority of the time they're looking at the hands. Yeah. Front, for me, yes, you can do the front, but the problem is, as you stood in your stance with the front foot facing forward, majority of the time, your brain will go into muscle memory and it'll push the toe forward. You've got a better chance then of missing them, and you are going straight onto their fists. So be mindful, be mindful. Okay, so left leg in front, with his back leg, hands up. This is the beauty, hands up. They say keep your hands up, yeah, keep your hands up. But if they're threatening us, why can't we move our hands around as well? As long as they're in a protective zone, yeah, what we're doing is we're giving them something to think of. So we're scrambling their mind as well. They've got that aggression, hands up. They're looking at these hands now because they're not too sure if we're going to punch or slap. We're not. All we're doing is, look, leave us alone, leave us alone. Look, they don't strike. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. His hands moving around, not all the way around here. You deserve to get hit in that case. Just moving them around. Strike. Okay, so with me, so your hands nice and relaxed, just moving them around, itch, and strike. So you're pushing to the foot, taking the foot. If it hits the knee, takes the knee out of the equation, okay, justifiable, you've got to justify it. If it should hit the knee and slide down, great. Yeah, hands up again. Ready? Itch. That's good. Okay, ready? Itch. Good. And swap legs. Hands up. Again, you're moving around. Itch. So again, striking in. Itch. Striking in. Itch. Striking in. Just the most important thing there is turning that foot to the side. Just turning that foot to the side. Okay, have a quick shake. Quick drink. Okay. It's very hard to do the self-defense because you've seen them all, you practice it here. What we tend to do is we use another person and we practice all these moves. Yeah, we can't do that. We shouldn't technically do it even with another member of the family. So if we stay away from that, we can't get into trouble, just in case. So, and it's good practice and it's good policy as well. We're looking after people being safe. Okay. One hand. Your household, you can get somebody obviously safe to grab your hand. Yeah? Once somebody grabs your hand, if they grab it normal way, fine, okay? So we're just going to do a couple of little moves of the wrists, One, we never keep the thumb out, let's try and keep the thumb down. Okay, right. We're going back to elbows. I love the close quarters, because what we try and do is, a lot of instructors will teach you how to pull it out. Yep, that's fine, good, if it works, I'm happy with that. You'll get one go at that, that's it. Because the other person will wise on. If they're stronger than you, you've got no chance of that, okay? So what we're going to try and do from here is, we're going to try and break and bring the elbow in. That's all we're going to do. So if you think about it, here is controlled, that's controlled, that's fine. This is still free and safe. So what we're looking at doing is breaking this arc. You're not going to break your wrist, we're just looking at breaking this. Once that goes, momentum follows. So while there, look, leave me alone, bah, straight in, okay? We don't have to go for the head, we can go with the chest. All right, we can go and just literally push it into them. We're just looking for the release, that's all. Same with this one, hands down, okay, look, leave me alone. I don't want any of this, get off my hand, Yep, you're looking at just, in it goes. No point trying to push yourself forward, because this will be locked, because you'll be doing this. You'll be trying to get away from him. So it's just here, nice and nice, straight in, straight direction, straight forward, okay? So left leg in front, fists up. So we're just going to work with that left hand, yeah? What will happen is you'll want to come in, yeah? Or come straight forward, we don't need to, we're already protected, so we're on the side of an angle, so we're less of a target to strike. They've got your hand, they've got your hand, they've got your hand. That's fine. If we're initially this way, let's step back. Look, leave me alone, please, leave me alone. Straight in, okay? Here, straight in. So we're looking at pulling this, here, strike. Right leg in front, hands there. Again, it's if it's here, this is too much of a movement. Now see that movement, look, leave me alone. That person, CCTV can see this person being pulled and dragged and your hands up. Might be that person here you saying, look, leave me alone, get off, leave me be. Okay, look, leave me be. Strike. All right, straight forward, here, you're getting pulled, fine. All right, couple of techniques with that one. Okay, so left, once we've struck, from there, we've got to be sensible now. All these fancy moves, the person is here. They're right in front of me. We need, if we can, to disengage, to get them away. If that's been enough, which it should be, to get rid of the hand, push them off, push them away. Again, from here, if they're my height and they've got me, I'm happy to strike to the head. That is going to disengage this and stun them. Okay? Push off. Push off. Okay? We're going to practice that, ready for when we get back into class, because we're going to do a couple of drills with that, whereas we're just going to pressure drill, sorry, so we can hear hand, because I know what's going to happen. Some of you will try and pull back or step in and push forward. That is a move, that's a move. That's two moves. They would have kicked you, spat at you, or headbutted you. Bit you, doesn't matter. Okay, punch you, doesn't matter. But you're giving that. We don't want to. They've selected this target. It's not worried about this target now. It's out of the equation. It's gone. All right? They've got that target. So let's defend, present something else. They're looking at this. Inside their mindset, they're trying to strengthen this hand to squeeze your hand. So that's mindset, nerve system, it's a hand to squeeze. All right? That's fine. Let him squeeze it, because it's doing me no good. Look, leave me alone. That hurts. Straight in. And this one, look, please, straight in. All right, words, they mean a lot, okay? And it's stupid in the dojo because we have a laugh and a giggle, but outside there, get the words out. Get the words out. Because a lot of these CCTVs now, voice activation as well. So where that person says in court that they told me they were going to kill me and stab me, that CCTV might hear it. And there is specialists out there, by the way, as well, that can look at CCTV and watch the lips. All right? So many different skills out there. You should never underestimate people. Never. Okay then. So, open hands. Left leg in front, open hands. What we're looking at doing is getting that individual back. Yeah? They're coming forward. Don't leave me alone, leave me alone. Right? you've got to be careful, because what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and pretend to kick. So here, pretend to kick. As we're going to kick with the back leg, I want you to bring that leg up and kick with the front. Now looking at this leg, here, here, in, kick. So it's this move that they think kick. Yeah. So we need that to the centre. So once it comes to the centre here, kick forward. So it's a ghost kick. Yeah, it doesn't serve any purpose. Look, leave me alone, get away. Here, kick, straight away. Back on, exactly the same, swap the legs, sorry, right leg in front. Here, as soon as you start making that movement, their eyes will focus. They'll be trying to block. As this one comes to the kick, kick. Good training technique, because it makes you go faster, especially when you're sparring. Again, this person that's sparring, Simon, hope you don't mind me mentioning this. Simon's a good one for this. He will just come up here and he'll go and he'll use the front leg. He loves that one, and half the time he catches me with it, because I honestly think he's coming in with the back leg, he drops it and kicks with the front. Lovely technique. Muscle memory, just swapping and changing them all. Okay, so a couple more of those. Left leg in front. So it's his back leg. I'll do an angle for you. Here, as soon as it comes to this position, kick. You're just swapping the kick. That's all it is. Get back, kick, boom. If we raise our feet, you will commit with that leg. Muscle memory, if you take it off the floor, allows it to move forward. All right? So if we can, slide, kick with the front. Both legs. Okay. Our movements around the mats, let's go for that one. I'm trying to give you as much as I possibly can here, gang, so you don't get bored. That's all. Yeah? And we'll go over this and go over this and go over this and go over this until we get back into the class. Then we'll start having some real fun. When we're moving back, remember, if we need to, which, I don't care what colour belt you are, or how long you've been doing a martial art, how tough you think you are, sensible people, they move back, all right? They find that space, they get the distance, reaction gap, they want to move back, look, leave me alone. And also gives this other person here, if you're moving back, up here, they think they're winning. Sometimes they will just, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's a hunting prey. They're just hunting for it. And as soon as they get that fear from the other person, or the other animal, some of the times they will back off and go. Some, they'll come in for more. But you've been given a little bit of space to think, 1 second, 2 seconds, you'd be surprised how many techniques and how many moves you can think of in that time. All right? When we're moving back, this foot, no, don't take that foot off the floor. We've got no idea what's behind us. All right? No idea what's behind us. If we're in a shop, a pub, a club, it doesn't matter where, yeah, and there's been a bit of a disturbance and scuffle, and all of a sudden we put the tables falling over, the chairs falling over, and massive problem. Because as soon as we start to step, if we land on that wrong, it goes. Ankle's gone completely. Yeah, fall to the floor, and that's it. They've won. So a little bit of just slide that foot. Don't leave me be. Slide that foot. That's all we're doing. Doesn't matter which leg. Slide in, slide. Moving forward, we can do exactly the same. We slide forward. We slide forward. Both legs. We're sliding forward, and we're sliding forward. No difference. Yeah. When we come to the side, again, we don't take the eye or our eyes off our opponent. As soon as we've done that, to see where we're looking, they've got you. They've hit you. Okay, so once we're going to one side, let's get that leg over, cross. What I don't want to see is this. You've crossed your legs. If you need to get, again, a reactionary gap they come into, you've lost, you cross the legs, and also can't kick. You won't kick with your front leg because this leg is bent on the wrong angle, your back leg. Yeah, so hands up, slide the legs across. I'm going this way, slide it, back, slide, forward, great. Okay, I know we practice that. Again, I just want to introduce, bring that into the system. Right, Tuesday's lesson. I've gone too fast, I'm sorry. It's just I've got so many different things in my head today. Okay, so that individual comes up to us. Remember what we said, we're just going to tuck. If we need to tuck, I'm quite happy. Don't be going grabbing hold of them just in case. If they've got a jacket on or an item of clothing and you try and grab hold of them, it might be that as soon as they twist, they lock onto you. So be very careful. Yeah, hands open again, see that space, spatial awareness. Okay, we're just going to tuck. That tuck is just to prevent what we said. If it's a hand flat, goes over, just give it a little bit of a tuck. You've got a better chance of that protecting and not going anywhere. Comes in, nice and tight. Again, too high, I'm not going to punch him in the head. I'm going to go for the lower area. Not the head, lower area. Okay, so I'm looking for that distraction here. Once I've got the low area, taking the hands over. Once you're taking the hands over, last week we did the punch. This week, the elbow's there, stepping in. Okay, so from here, tuck, strike, over, it's there. All right, palm strikes. We're going to take a palm strike on top of that MP, the elbow. So I'll face you first of all. So with me, left leg in front, we go and protect, strike. These two are going to work as a team. Okay, all they've done is rolled, protected my face. Same time, here. I don't want the leg all the way back. I've got no go with the elbow. So from there, strike, just slide the feet quite close. You're looking at MP. We're looking at then, push, push. There's a variation of the U-punch. U-punch up and down. This one, top one, will be down as well. So because we've MP'd, it's down. The hand is facing down. Okay, even in the fist, it's still facing down. So from there, MP, push. If you want to turn the hand, that's fine. Here, strike, across, MP, push. All right, again with me. So lock, strike, block, raise it and take it over, MP, push. Open hands, open hands. More of an area, more of a target. If you want to do a double punch, that's fine. That's your call. That's your call. But for this technique, we're looking at that double. This one, I'm not a keen lover of the upside down one because I feel quite vulnerable with my wrist. So once I've struck, I will bring it back and push out. Both hands up and down. Right leg in front, same technique. So we're not be doing, we know this one, we step in, we push them away. So we're always going to their outside on this technique, their outside. This one, we're going to their outside. Happy? So they strike from here. So we've got that little cup, we've got the punch. With then, here, throwing them over, elbow strike, pushing back. Okay? So, left leg goes in front, hands up. We're looking at that block. Okay? Nice tight block. When our left leg's in front, block, strike, right leg's in front, block, strike. We then take the arm up because we want to go into the inside now, don't we? So from there, here, they are facing us now. Body's there, strike, push. So do it with the left leg in front. Left leg, step to the side, strike, over, elbow, push. Right leg in front. Hands up, block, punch, here, taking them over, elbow, punch, U-punch. All right, quick drink. Okay, so once we've got them going, we're not going to go forever, but that little, it's a stun. That elbow, because everything's happened so fast, the block in, the punch into the belly, punch is there, unless you go for the good kidney strike boxes, you see them when they come under, they'll come under with the hook. To catch them here, beautiful, but the body's not facing that way. So we're looking at the majority of the time it's going to be hitting here. Unless you want to do a hook, that's fine, you're cool. So we're looking at block. From here, the first one will work. but you're going to have to commit. If you're comfortable with committing from blocking and here, that's fine. Look how low the fist is. That's how low it is. Massive, huge area there for them to come back and attack you. So, block, punch. Yeah, so you're punching. Once they've struck, you'll be hitting here. A little bit further around. There we are. That's where it's going to hurt them. So, block, punch. As we're taking it over, elbow. From there now, you double punch, the U punch. Once you give them that U punch, your back leg is primed. Let's get them out. From here, thrust kick. With the thrust kick, all we're doing is thrusting them and we're pushing them back. Not looking for anything fancy. It might look ugly, but it does not matter. What we've done from here is blocked, struck, put them over, elbowed. That's the first strike, isn't it, really, to the front area. This one's to the body, this one's to the face, this one pushes them away. What happens if they're quite strong and big and they've only got a little bit? But let's get them back. Big kick, really push them. Your snap kicks and your thrust kicks, we all know this. Snap, bring it back, thrust, follow it through. Follow it through, really let that leg drive. Bang. If you need to, once you've done this one and you've got it, follow them through again. Again, reasonable force, reasonable, justifiable force. Okay? I mentioned on Tuesday, when it's a self-defense aspect, I can honestly say I've never used anything spinning, never. I do know some martial artists. I've said last on Tuesday, Andy Morella, our senior master instructor, he does his spinning stuff quicker than I can do my normal stuff. So to some people it does work, it does work. Me, I just like seeing my target most of the time. If I can't see them, I should be running or they're on the floor and I'm happy. Yeah, so let's just put in, just for a little bit of training purposes really, training purposes. From here, left leg in front, gonna hook, gonna punch, gonna take over, gonna elbow strike, U punch, pushing them away. Back leg comes in for the kick, the thrust kick, step the thrust kick down. From here now, what I'd like you to do is your back leg, yeah, you still got your hands. Kicking for me is not an option. Not an option at all, because if I'm spinning with a fist. Okay? So from there, you've just given the U-punch, you've just given that thrust kick. As that kick comes across, strike them. Strike them. Spinning back fist. That is technical. Just for technical stuff for these moves. Okay, so left leg in front, we're going to block, we're going to strike. We come under, we elbow, we U-punch, we thrust kick, leg goes down, we're looking over the shoulder, strike. Yeah, strike. Happy? So again, left leg in front, block, strike, arms over, elbow, U-punch, thrust kick, foot down, spin. Straight away, one leg, okay? Right leg in front. Again, you've got these. I apologise if I'm going fast. Over the last couple of weeks, you've realised that when you've got this on your video, a lot of them can slow time, do all this weird and wonderful stuff. I'm not technique, so I don't know. But it's like a one-to-one. So rather than me saying itch, 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 I find that boring. Yeah, and I know for a fact if I was watching a video, I'd find that just as boring. So I'm just trying to squeeze in as much as I can. Right leg in front, fist up. Okay, so we're blocking. Striking. From here, we're looking at over, elbow. Once the elbows come in, so start again, sorry. So from here, block, punch. Here, elbow, U-punch, opposite leg. Thrust kick, foot goes down, spinning strike. Straight away, spinning strike. Okay, from here, block, strike, over, elbow, U-punch, thrust kick, spinning back fist. Okay, spinning back fist. This business, it looks fancy. It's not fancy at all. You're just raising and pulling. That's all we're doing. So from the block to the punch, it doesn't matter which one it is. It literally is block, punch. Yeah, that arm is here. Fist is there. All I want to do is break this bit. Okay, not break it physically, the bone, just break the lock by here. As I'm stepping back, strike, there's the elbow, there's the elbow strike. So all I've done, if you can imagine, is here, is from this one, is literally, as I've punched, they've cupped, they've punched, they've come under, and they broke that away. They're here now. There's the elbow strike. Happy with that? There's the elbow strike straight away. There's the U-punch. Here's the thrust kick. And there's the spinning back fist. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Left leg in front. So, block, punch. Remember what we did? Here. We're just collapsing that lock there. So, strike, collapse. Elbow strike. Again. U-strike. Ready, thrust kick, down, spinning back fist. Right leg in front, here, nice and relaxed. We're looking at blocking, punching. From there, arms there, looking at blocking it. As I've collapsed that, this has come round. Elbow strike, U-punch, thrust kick, spinning back fist. Completely opposite sides. Alright gang, that's what I'm looking at. And that's what I'm looking for. Bit more when we get to the mat, speed, technique. I'm just going to start to push now. Okay, push. Right, one last thing. I love this one. I'm going to try and push this camera or this video a little bit further back and put it on a bit of an angle to make sure you can see all the stuff. Okay, sorry. Right then. I love watching you lot do this. It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Okay. So, what we're looking at doing is onto the presser position, okay, quite wide. Right then, all I want you to do is completely left leg in front. Okay? So, left leg is going to go over right. Once it's to the right, yep, I need this leg, no hands down. Bum is off the floor all the time. Okay, so 1, 2, there. Nice and quick. Just a little exercise, a little bit of fun. Both ways for me, both ways. You can practice that at home. When we come back, we're going to start to go into more, not more groundwork, but quick groundwork. None of this 5-10 minutes fighting on the floor. That's not effective. When you're on the floor, it tires you out. I'm looking at no more than 60 seconds on the floor. And then that 60 seconds, I want you down, locked, release from the lock, and locking the other person up. Not any fancy moves, just a quick, effective move. Quick, effective moves. Right, go. We're on a 45. So, hope you're okay. Slightly different. Like I said to you, it's not easy standing here when there's nothing coming back. I'm sure there is from yourselves, there has been from the kids. There's nothing coming back, it's very, very hard. So we just stood there looking at the screen, and all I can see now is myself, and I hate looking at myself, so that's even worse, all right? Please remember, safety all times. When we're going out there, please be careful. This COVID is not a joke, it's a serious thing, it's scary, it is very scary. Whatever you want, stick on our lines on the messenger page, and we'll just do that. Some lessons, it'll be from what we want for your next grades, I should say. But hey, if there's something you're not sure at, why are you not asking? Ask us, please. I know young Steve, he likes his traditional stuff, so we're putting a little bit more in that. Hopefully you can see Steve for that. Weapons, I'd rather do weapons when we're all physically there. Yeah, it's safety, and we shouldn't be using weapons out there, but if there is times when we need to. But there we go. Right, gang, be safe, have a cracking weekend, careful of the weather, the sun's gone, I believe. Look after yourselves. It's been a pleasure once again. I'll speak to you Tuesday. Take care. Bye.